Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. We've got a top 25 showdown in this one, both teams with an opportunity to get a statement victory. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. He thought about bringing that out for a half. Take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The offense lining up for a first down play. Reacting to what the D is showing. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got a man, it's Williams. Still on his feet at the 45. And the big game. Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now they're not only that, they're playmakers.
Yeah, and it's what they used to ask him to do. Like they were very comfortable handing the ball off, running the ball, controlling the clock, trying to keep your defense fresh. Nah, bro. If you can't score points down, if you can't get first downs and go get me touchdowns, you're not going to be on the field.
Looking to throw, it's Milroe. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They want to just keep throwing it. Another incompletion on third down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch past the sticks. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Caught close to the marker, it's Williams. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They'll give it to the back. Bulls his way forward. Keeps those legs churning for 3 yards. He's down at the 9. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Goes to the option. He'll toss him. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Back to pass, it's Milroe. Feeling some heat. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Great job rallying the football by this defense. 3rd down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up 4th.
Ball is spotted at the 2. They can get a first down without getting a touchdown. They'll go for it here on 4th and short. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he's got it! Touchdown, Bama! Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Coming out with it, it's Smith. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. First down for this offense. He'll start this drive firing. Quickly to the tight end. At the 35, he's open. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
That is a really good-looking throw. You think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's back. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football, he was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they get to... Sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of it.
And that pass intercepted. Got room on the return. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. The give to the tailback. Got room at the 35. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And those hairy dogs taking a bite out of another first down.
You don't usually find Georgia teams that complicate things. They know who they are, and it starts with running the football, establishing the line of scrimmage. That's what the dogs do.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air. It's back. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And the pass is incomplete, and that wraps up the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Alabama 7, Georgia 0.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker, it's Frazier. Touchdown Bulldogs! Reeled it in and just made the house call. The AT unit on the field. And it's perfect. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play. Big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems...
Nothing but green ahead. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
The give is to Miller. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking downfield, it's Milroe. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The evolution of the Alabama offense has always been built around what does the quarterback do best, and this guy's doing a lot of things well.
And we've seen some sensational ones. And to your point, I like that. Jalen Hurts, really good runner. They built it around his feet. You know, Bryce Young, really good passer. Tua Tagovailoa, really good passer. More about the passing game, explosive passing play. So they'll do whatever it takes to win.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to him. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Looking for more room. The 50. The 30. The 20. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Georgia. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play. And he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turned on the Jets, making the big play.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Georgia going up tempo. To throw, it's Beck. Zings it complete to the right. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
That's caught. It's Lovett. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Dogs are marching down the field. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
He wants to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity. You know, listen, once you get past the 50, offensive coordinators, that's when they want to dial up shot plays. You got a little bit of space on the field still left. Everything's not condensed tight like when you get in the red zone. You take those shots, but man, your receiver has to make that play for you.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Gets it out fast. Afterburner's coming. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Dogs! Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking for a man. It's Milroe. He's right on target. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Makes the grab. It's Hale. On the move at the 30. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. The aerial assault continues. Skips away from pressure. And the quick shuffle pass underneath. And they get him down.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it and make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown Tide! And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Looking for a productive play on first down. Looking to throw, it's back. Makes the grab on the left. Still on his feet. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on He's going to pass. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
On third down, going up top. And it slips through his feet. Complete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
That's one thing this defense takes a lot of pride on. They like tackling the catch, and they like being around the ball. That time, he was in proximity to knock that thing loose. Nice physical play.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass lets his defense get the ball back for his own great field position.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play in. You've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Looking downfield, it's Milroe. The throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Georgia, 21, Alabama.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the 1st down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the 1st down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He makes a grab. He stopped quickly, but not before he has enough for the 1st down.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
Now it's 2nd and goal. He'll just keep slinging it. He's got it on the move. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Trying to slam in. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
And I think it's go time now at this point of the game if you're on offense, because you need a touchdown. You have this golden opportunity down close to the goal line. Who is a playmaker you can identify offensively that you know can win one-on-one to get you the score?
Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. He'll ride his man on the option. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
And how about the defense coming through in the clutch? You're up. You want to maintain that lead. You've given up a bunch of yardage. What do? You bow your neck, create the turnover, get the ball back to the offense. Offense, go do your job. We're going to win this football game.
Fast motion from the offense. The handoff keeps working on that clock. Follows a good block there, picks up 3s out to the 9.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Give to the single back. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Fires to the big fella. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with a 1st down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Dogs will line it up on 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. They go to the ground. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. Coming out on 2nd down, trying to put this one away. They go right back to him. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, really making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. Georgia sends out the punt team. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Quarterback checking off. Jumped the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On first down, here comes this offense. Back to throw, it's Milroe. Getting some heat. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Off play action. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Ball's incomplete.